Students, now I am going to discuss the question number B of exercise 6.4. Circle the fraction that are in their simplest form. Now let us understand first what do you mean by simplest form. Simplest form we also call as lowest form. When numerator and denominator have no common factors other than 1, the fraction is said to be in its simplest form. It means numerator and denominator should have only one common factor, that is 1. 1 is always there because we know that 1 is the factor of every number. But there should not be any factor other than 1. Then only we can say that the fraction is in its simplest form. Children, here in question number B, some fractions are given to us and we are asked to circle only those fractions which are in their simplest form. See the first fraction. It is 4 upon 6. To identify that whether this fraction is in its simplest form or not, we need to find out the common factors of 4 and 6 first. Now, which are the common factors of 4 and 6? They are 1 and 2. Since they have more than one common factor, this fraction is not in the simplest form. Hence, I am not going to circle this fraction. See the next fraction, which is 5 by 7. Now, the common factors of 5 and 7 is 1 only. Since they have only one common factor, the fraction 5 by 7 is in its simplest form. So here I am going to circle this fraction. Next fraction is 8 upon 9. Here 8 is the even number and 9 is the odd number. It means obviously they have only one common factor, right? So fraction 8 upon 9 is also in its simplest form. The fourth fraction is given 16 upon 20. The common factors of 16 and 20 are 1, 2 and 4. Since they have more than one common factor, this fraction is not in its simplest form. So I am not going to circle this fraction. See the fifth fraction. It is 5 upon 25. Again 5 and 25 have more than one common factor. They have 1 and 5. It means this fraction is also not in its simplest form. Children, likewise you can identify the remaining fraction whether they are in their simplest form or not. Here I am going to circle only those fractions which are in their simplest form. So you can see fraction 7 upon 15 is in its simplest form as 7 and 15 have only one common factor, that is 1. Fraction 6 upon 11, fraction 1 upon 4, 11 upon 19, 1 upon 6. These are the only fractions which are in their simplest form. Students, now I am going to discuss the question number D, reduce to the lowest term. In this question, some fractions are given and we are asked to reduce this fraction into its lowest term. To reduce the fraction to its lowest term, we need to divide both numerator and denominator by their common factor. Now, what is the common factor of 5 and 10? The common factor of 5 and 10 is 5 only. Hence, to reduce this fraction to its lowest term, I am going to divide the numerator and denominator both by the same number, that is 5. 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1 and 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2. Hence 1 upon 2 is the fraction which is in the lowest term, which we also call as the equivalent fraction. See the next example. The fraction is 9 upon 12. The common factor of 9 and 12 is 3. Hence here I am going to divide both numerator and denominator by 3. 9 divided by 3 is equal to 3 and 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. Hence the answer is 3 upon 4. This is a fraction which is in the lowest term. See the next fraction. It's a 24 upon 30. Which are the common factors of 24 and 30? The common factors are 1, 3, 6. These are the common fraction and 2 as well. Out of these 4 factors, you can divide both numerator and denominator by any factor. Here you can see I have divided numerator and denominator by the same number, that is 2 first. Now, when you divide 24 by 2, we'll get 12, and when we divide 30 by 2, we'll get 15. Hence the fraction is 12 upon 15. But 12 upon 15 is not in its simplest form. Hence, to reduce this fraction to its simplest form or lowest form, we further need to divide both numerator and denominator by the same number. So you can see here, again I have divided both numerator and denominator by the same number, that is 3. Now 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4 and 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5. Hence the final answer is 4 by 5 because the fraction 4 by 5 is in its lowest term now. Children, if you want, you can divide both numerator and denominator by the same number, that is 6 as well. When you divide 24 by 6, you will get 4, and when you divide 30 by 6, you will get 5. The answer is 4 by 5 as we got in the previous. Now see last example. The fraction is 18 upon 27. The common factors of 18 and 27 are 1, 3 and 9. Out of these 3 factors, you can divide by any factor except 1. Now here you can see I have divided both numerator and denominator by the same number, that is by 3. So when we divide 18 by 3 we get 6, and when we divide 27 by 3 we get 9. The fraction is 6 upon 9, but this fraction is not in the simplest term, not in the lowest term, right? Hence to reduce it into the lowest term, we need to further divide both numerator and denominator by the same number. So when we divide numerator and denominator by the same number 3, we get 2 upon 3. And now 2 upon 3 is the fraction which is in the lowest term. Children, if you want, you can divide by 9 as well. 9 is the highest factor of 18 and 27. So when you divide 18 and 27 by 9, you will directly get the answer which is in the lowest term. As you can see here we also got the same answer as of previous, which is 2 by 3. So likewise you can solve the remaining examples given in your textbook.